Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Bad Dad Advice podcast. This episode is brought to you by our friends over at Bierstick. If this is your first time watching, check out this Bierstick. The Bierstick. It's the most fun way to consume your beer.
Beverage.
No, it's not called a beverage stick. It's called a beer stick. So anywhere from 1 all the way up to 24 ounces of beer deleted at a rapid pace. This patented technology on the cap prevents the foam from happening in your mouth, which improves your gulping abilities, which makes anybody, if you think you're not a good chugger, get you a beer stick. You will shock yourself.
Are you having a stroke?
I think you're really struggling through this one.
Yeah, this is brutal. This is.
I think he's trying to delay it because he just scarfed down 24 wings.
20.
Are you delaying this beer stick? This contractually obligated beer stick?
I really don't want to do it, but I'll do it.
Rip it.
Rip it. Just like
such a good ad. I really don't want to do
you're not going to
this.
sip it.
Can I just casually sip it throughout the episode?
No, I'll just rip it.
All right.
No, peer pressure. So if you're just listening on audio, if you want to check out... If you want to watch Abs do a beer stick live or recorded, yes, he recorded at some point in the past, but live to us right now, check us out on YouTube, and you can see that.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Not really, but in other news, to finish off all
You
of
look really uncomfortable after that.
I didn't like that.
the rest of
I
our
didn't like that.
the rest of our goodies over from our friends at Bierstick. We've got the Beer Bro. This is a silicone design. It is supposed to be like a shotgun, but without the mess, no fuss, no keys, no holes. Got a little one-way valve. We're really blowing this today.
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, so I will stop talking and just shoot this down real quick. If you're just listening, just come and watch.
If you're just listening, just wait a second.
If you're listening, just come to watch.
If you're listening, just hold on there a second.
Oh, my God.
Shut your mouth.
What are we doing?
If you're listening, please
gosh.
come on back.
So for the old listeners, this is what you expect. This is what you're here for. And for the new listeners,
They think this thing's taking forever to do, by the way.
he's just
They have no idea that he just can't stop laughing through this.
I'm going to do this later.
Oh, my God, dude.
Oh my God! Come on, you promised the
You
people.
said you were doing it.
promised
Do
the
it.
people.
Do it.
I have to talk to the audio. I can't just let us sit in silence. There you go. So he is now consuming a telescopic beer through his silicone device.
Oh, man.
And if you're a new listener and you, thanks for stopping by. You probably left about 30 seconds ago.
Yeah.
We are 4 dads. We are new dads. We give each other bad advice. We give you all even worse advice. We come together once a week to drink contractually obligated beers, share some stories, hang out for an hour, and bring it to you so our wives don't yell at us.
Bingo.
Points.
How come you two never drink the beers? It's always me and Carlo that have to
they
drink
wrote
them.
it in the contract that way.
Because you agreed to the contract before we even got the beer stick.
Yeah.
Verbally, you said.
Well, first of all, I owned a beer stick before we
and
ever
you
got
said,
the
if
contract.
Beer Stick sponsors us, I will do a beer stick every pod.
That was
That
part
is-
of our
that
pitch.
has-
That was our pitch.
That
We
was
pitched
part
it.
of our pitch.
I pitched that.
I get it.
And-
but like, did we pitch that it was like James Abatanozzi specifically will do
I mean, it
the
wasn't
beer-
in writing,
It
but
was
we
like
did pitch that we would do
one
it.
beer stick will be done.
No,
on-
you said.
I mean, no, don't get me wrong. I did say that.
Right,
Yeah.
but we pitched it because you said that.
Right. But like, can't you just like tag me out one time? And
I
like,
could.
I've done one.
I would have done it.
You did one like after I did one, like on the AK episode, right?
No.
That was the whiskey pod.
That was the
And
AK, that
and
was
you
the
missed
AK.
an episode I had to fill in for you.
Yeah.
And mine was way quicker.
Yeah.
I almost missed today. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you might have to take a little snooze here about halfway through.
Oh,
you're
no
looking
Mhm.
tired.
Yeah, yeah.
Mighty-
I'm worn out. I'm
Mighty
worn out.
tired. Well, the way we normally start an episode is we shout out our sponsors, Bierstick, drink a couple of beers, and then we give some updates.
So, anybody got any updates?
Yeah, I've got an update.
Oh boy, do I have an update for you.
Somebody give me a mother flippin' update.
There you go. I'll give my update first because I don't care what you guys have to say. So I'm going to start it off. There you go.
Dude, wait, I listened to the.
Your eyes are closed.
I
bro.
listened to the episode last week. Dude, you're terrible on the soundboard. Like there was so like the Olympic draft episode was like I was like, oh my god, I didn't realize there were so many sound effects played in that episode. But it was nonstop. And it was bad.
Hold on. What was bad about it? Was it poorly timed? Was it just a bad, like a not the correct vibe? Or like what was the issue?
It was
that.
right.
It's like just too long.
It was poorly timed. It was seems like it just never was the right sound. Like
I think also we have to take a little bit of the blame because we are not good at podcasting. We talk over each other and we do not leave time for laughter breaks of the audience. Like the audience is laughing. They want to laugh and then listen to us. And that laughter break and kind of sound breaks would allow him a little bit more leeway as a producer to play these sounds.
should we? I think one of the sounds that we should add is a laugh track.
You don't think he has enough on there? He needs more?
No, I think every time we say something funny, he should play a laugh track. That'd be really funny.
All right, I'm gonna give my my update so we can get this show on the road. You showed up and you showed up, so you heard my update.
Oh yeah.
You showed up late, so you
Wait,
didn't
what?
hear my update.
Oh,
Ivy is in the last 1 week has become aware of like that he doesn't want to go to sleep. He's like aware that when you walk out of the room, he can cry and you'll come back in.
oh,
We're 1 year and 8 months in,
little puppets.
and but it's not Dada, it's Mama. So there's now Megan's routine has been like she'll go in and like she'll like lay on the floor like next to his crib. I'll sit in the chair when I go in. Sometimes she'll shit. She'll shit in the chair. Sometimes she'll shit in the chair, and I'm like,
Oh, Megan, that's
I'm
warming it up.
and I'm like, dude,
No wonder he's not going to sleep.
it doesn't want to
stinks.
sleep next to the shit. What are you doing? Sometimes she'll sit in the chair, but usually she lays on the ground. So I was in there trying to get him to go to bed because she had already tried once or twice when they showed up. So they heard all of this on the baby monitor. They're hearing me try to reason with him. I'm pulling out like every stop. I pick him up. You know, he's got his head on my shoulder. He doesn't want to do that. Read books. You know, put the blanket over his head and like play. You know, I grab Jeffrey the giraffe out of the corner. We're playing with. But then it's like none of it's good enough. As soon as he gets out, he's like pointing to the pillow and he's going, "Mama, mama," like he wants mama.
Like he'll only sleep if Megan's in the room. With
Like
him.
he's trending towards that's like it. And she's 2 weeks away from going to Canada by herself.
Mm.
That's a
Wow.
15-hour day with the kid who doesn't want to sleep in an environment where it's like not sleep conducive, up to a new environment in Canada where who knows if he'll want to go to sleep in whatever non-crib apparatus they have that'll fit him now. It's going to be tough.
Yeah, I gotta
It's gonna be
say, we were
Dynamite.
Did you hear me? Did you hear that?
we were sitting there talking about all the stuff, and I looked over to the monitor, and I saw you put him in there, and he was just losing his mind.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, that sucks. And then it was really funny because I turned back around and I saw that you had gotten to the point where you threw the blanket over his head, and I just go, oh, Trey made him a ghost.
Yeah. Megan was like, wait, what?
Yeah. So like I was putting the blanket over his head and then I like, so he's in his crib standing up, put the blanket over him and then I put my head under the blanket also. And he was like loving that. He's like laughing and he's loving it. But then as soon as you take the blanket off, it's like immediately like screaming again. So you're like, okay, I can't even do one funny thing or fun thing because he just immediately wants to go back to that. Basically just do anything that's not sleeping. He wouldn't even lay down. Like he wouldn't even entertain the idea of laying down. So I'm just nervous that it's gonna escalate to the point where he crawls out of his crib, and then you got to go to like bed because you can't do the crib if he's gonna crawl out of it, which is scary to think.
Did
That we're gonna go.
you do the Vaseline thing?
No, I'm not Vaselining it,
Yeah, put Vaseline on the rails. You can't climb.
but that's that. And we have never had him sleep in our bed with us. So as an infant, as a toddler, as anything, he's a year and 8 months now, and he's never slept in our bed like through the night. Where I know a lot of people who would do it with kids that are 9, 10 months who just wouldn't shut up. They're like, I don't care about the rules. Come in the. I gotta get some sleep. So just come in the bed. We'll go to sleep. So that we've avoided. Luckily, he hasn't woken up in the middle of the night, like 3 a.m. to do this. It's really just at bedtime for a solid hour and a half, 2 hours now. So we'll start the routine at 7, and like if you put him down at 7:30, he's not asleep until 8:30.
So he's not waking up in the middle of the night, right? So it's only right as you're putting him to sleep. He never wakes up in the middle of the night, kind of thing.
When he's asleep, he's asleep. Sleeps
so once he's asleep, he like sleeps all the way through.
And in the morning when he wakes up, he's not screaming bloody
He just
murder.
like wakes up like, oh hey, what's up?
Wakes up hanging out
like nothing happened.
He'll kick his thing. The other thing he was doing is he has a fish light that you put on the crib, and he was headbutting it like like over and over and over again, turning it on and off and on and off. He was like pressing the button with his forehead.
That's funny.
Yeah, so he's
And how old is he now? 18 months?
a year and 8 months. So that's
20
months.
20 months.
Ooh.
And so my kid is the oldest of our group, so all of you can look forward to this.
No.
Look
Now
forward to it.
He sleeps with a blanket now in the bed.
We just have it in there because just in case he wants it, but he's not.
Is he in
Into
is
it.
he in a sleep sack still?
No, just pajamas.
Oh.
Yeah, no sack, just pajamas.
No, we still put Kennedy in the sleep sack, but
Yeah, we
she
did it.
naps,
We did as long
she
as
naps without it.
we did as long as we could. But he's too tall now. It's like not even. Where are we gonna get like a literal potato sack? I mean,
Trash
The
bag.
trash bag.
literal trash bag. Yeah. So there you go. Who's next?
Abs, what you got?
I don't remember.
He's got a great life.
I don't
Skip.
remember.
Skip.
I don't remember.
Okay.
Oh, I do.
Just say something really
I do
nice.
know
Just
that-
say something really nice about your wife.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna say something nice about my mom. I'd like to take this opportunity. It's what month are we in right now? July.
Yeah.
It's July right now. I'd like to take this opportunity. I know we're far from the year being over, but I'd like to nominate my mom, Grandma of the Year.
Wow.
Grandma of the Year. Yesterday, my mom asked if we could not send Kennedy to daycare, and instead my mom would spend the day with her, take her down to St. Augustine, go in the pool, all this stuff. Well, my mom doesn't have a car seat in her car, so I was like, okay, no problem. You take my truck, leave your car, so we don't have to worry about switching car seats around. All good. The car seat is the little turn to me one, right? We got to press the button and it turns, and it makes it super easy to put them in and out of the car. Well, my mom couldn't figure out where the handle was or whatever to turn the seat out. So she's like trying to figure out, and also she just goes like, oh shit. And then Kennedy stares right at her and clear as day goes, oh shit.
Wow.
So my mom has taught my daughter how to use profanity.
So that
That's
was
awesome.
so that was sarcasm. Grandma of the Year.
Grandma, take it however you want it.
You're gonna give him any credit for that? That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's funny. But it's my mom, dude. Come on,
Hold on.
And
You're
he's
supposed
tired.
that's better.
Okay, there you go. All right, good. We're trying.
The other thing, the person in my family who bought Janie that jacket called me the other day and said, "Hey, did you talk about that jacket on the podcast?" I said, yeah, I did. How do you know that? He's like, well, I just got the notification that there's a new episode out, and I see that the title of the episode is Pac-Man lame. and I proceeded to tell that person in my family that, yeah, I still don't understand why you would get her that. Like, Pac-Man, I have no idea why you think she would want that. And I was like, it's not a great gift. And they said, yeah, I may have.
You already said he, so like
I
you
did?
can just use that. Yeah.
Shut up, brother.
Yeah. Shout out your brother.
Dang it. Sorry, Paul. Sorry.
He'd buy his Ricky Fowler golf
So
outfit.
he goes, yeah, I may have dropped the ball a little bit on that one. He's like, but I got it at like Five Below or something like that. He's like, He's like, I saw it at Five Below. I couldn't pass on it. I was like, I think it makes it worse. One, you got Janie this like shitty sweater that she's never gonna wear, and two, it was $5 or below.
That's wild. That is.
He was like, no, it was more than $5. I'm like, dude, this store is literally called Five Below.
That's funny. Yeah, that was a cool hoodie. It was cool.
No, totally for us. Yeah, 100%.
It's cool. I can't believe it fit you. I'm still shocked 100%. By that.
Oh, I've been doing insanity. This, dude, I only have like, as we're filming this right now, I only got like 10 more days of insanity.
So just to be clear, you've given your mom a shout out, your brother a shout out, and you a shout out. Let's just skip the wife and kid, right?
Janie's been sick the last couple days. I do feel bad for her. She says she has a little bit of a sinus infection, so it's not funny. You guys, seriously, it's not funny.
Did you make her any soup? What do you do when your wife gets sick and you got to take care of the kid by yourself? Do you do anything? Like, are you like? Do you just treat it like it's exactly the same, or do you actually pick up the slack?
She started feeling sick on Tuesday. So Tuesday she was sick. Janie's mom was in town, so Janie's mom took care of the kid. Wednesday she was still feeling bad. My mom.
Wait a minute, you're here. You just left her at home?
Yeah, she's not sick anymore.
You just said she was still sick.
Yeah, but like recovered sick. You know what I mean?
She's like done vomiting.
She's in remission.
No, she wasn't throwing up. She had like a little like sinus infection or something like that, she said.
So, just get over it.
That's what I said. That's not what I said.
We're baiting. We're baiting you.
No.
We're baiting.
She's
Robo's a masturbator.
She's
Who's your daddy?
dude, classic.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that was awesome. Oh, the other thing I want to talk The other thing I want to talk about, you guys made fun of me for having all these gadgets. Well, somebody in this room needed to borrow one of my gadgets.
Okay, Inspector Gadget, tell us about it.
Let's go to somebody else's.
I got a phone call. Is that your update?
It's part of it.
I'll let him tell it.
All right, Robo, let's get your updates. Let's hear them.
So, all right, we'll start with that one, right? So, my camera, my baby monitor camera, I told you guys a couple episodes ago that we were having issues where it was like, I plugged it in, the thing was like just spinning all over the place. I'm like, what the hell's going on? So, we lost power this morning, so it disconnected the camera. And when I went to go try and hook everything back up, it was doing the same thing again. Like the monitor wouldn't connect, and then once I got it to connect, it starts spinning all over the place. I was at the point where I told Emily, I said, I'm just going to go to Target and buy the first thing I see on the shelf. I don't care if it costs $800. I'm buying it. Like, we need a monitor. Yeah, I was going to go into debt for
800, that's aggressive. 800 is aggressive.
We need to take out a loan. But no, so I was like, this thing, we just need a new camera. Like, I'm done with this. Well, she's like, well, wait a second. I just listened to a couple episodes on my trip to Tampa.
Interesting.
And I know Abs, for a fact, has an extra monitor. So, and even after she said that, I still was like, yeah, I don't really want to give him the satisfaction of calling him to borrow. So I called you first.
It's true.
I called Trey first. And I was like, he was like, no, I don't have an extra one. I was like, shit, I got to call Abs then.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yo, shout out Emily for actually watching
she
or listening to
she
3
drove
episodes.
to Tampa last weekend.
Yeah.
And on her way there, she was like, yeah, like I got like 30 minutes into the drive and was just like, yeah, I'm over music. She listened to 5 episodes and she is hooked.
Let's go, dude.
Wait a minute. In the drive to Tampa, she drive
There
20?
and back, you idiot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
didn't say
you
that.
big fucking dummy.
You didn't
Gosh,
say that. You said,
dude.
Sorry for
you said
cussing.
to Tampa. You said
Not sorry.
to
Yeah,
Tampa.
this podcast is it's doing better than we ever would have imagined
And-
in our wildest dreams.
And she said, really funny.
Thank you.
She was like, she was like laughing in the car, like, and it might also be right because like she knows that Abs is just a big idiot and Cardwell says reckless stuff, so it's like that might be why she was laughing is because like she knows us personally, but she also doesn't like Abs.
That's true. Right?
So
She
like,
hates you.
She doesn't like me so much that she invited me and my family to the zoo with you guys this weekend. I don't go to the zoo with people I don't like.
That was a group text.
yeah, it was a
seat
group text,
filler.
dude.
Seat
Get over
filler.
yourself.
Are you going?
Well, I got the invite.
Right, but are you going?
I was invited.
It was funny because like after when she sent me the text saying like, "Hey, see if the guys want to go to the zoo," I said my exact response was, "Yeah, Abs is like always down to go to the zoo." Yeah. And then I sent the text to you guys, and Abs was like, "Yeah, I'm always down to go to the zoo."
Yeah.
Passes,
we
of
will
course
be
I am.
going if Megan can get out of work. So she works. She has to go in Saturday morning to check on patients. So if she can get out, we're gonna go. But if it's not gonna work out, then I'm not gonna.
I think I'm going to sneak beers into the zoo this time. I've been going
got a
enough
big
that
enough stroller.
I've been going enough. I got a big enough wagon.
They know you.
I've been going enough that I scoped out the fridges. I know what beers they serve. I'm bringing.
bring the beer, bro.
the 60.
Then you don't even have to worry about somebody trying to catch you. Just done.
There's not a lot of hiding spots in the zoo to just rip a beer real quick. But 16-ounce aluminum bottle Mick Ultras.
Men's
There you
room.
go.
Just go to every time you go to the bathroom, just rip a beer.
Yeah, okay. I could probably
How would they know that it's not their beer that you're beer brewing? I mean, there's nothing.
I
There's no
think
rule
I think
against.
it's more of just like it's probably just frowned upon at the zoo.
I think it's
To be
frowned upon.
slamming beers.
I think it's frowned upon to do beer bros while you're pulling a wagon with a child in it. Yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
yeah. But that does sound fun.
I don't pull the wagon though; it's a push wagon.
Got it. Sorry.
Push it.
Oh, so you're
push
good.
wagon.
Push
Yeah.
wagon, you're
in
okay.
that case.
Push wagon,
What if
you're
I
okay.
wear a Camelback and just say like I'm part of the zoo?
I'm bringing Camel back.
Nice.
All right, continue with your update, please.
So, yeah, so I Emily drives, picks up the extra camera from Abs. I take it, you know, because obviously I have the whole same setup. So I unhook my camera, I hook his camera in. Not fucking working.
You break it, you bought it.
I'm like, wait a second, what's going on here? Like I put Blake down to sleep. I'm like sitting there. I'm like, okay. I walk out of the room. The monitor was good. The second I close the door, it loses connection. I'm like, wait a second, what's going on? So I go back into the room, wake her up. As soon as I open the door, she was like, hey, what's up? So go back in the room. I unhook it because I have it in like a little surge protector kind of thing. I unhook it from that and plug it into the wall. I'm like, all right, maybe it's something to do with the plug. Plug it into the wall. Camera kicks back on. I'm like, all right, perfect. I walk out, close the door, loses connection again. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, is this thing like, is the Bluetooth like not going through the walls anymore? Like, what the hell's going on here? Mm-hmm. So I go back into the room again. I go get a extension cord from my garage, plug it in on the other side of the room, unhook it from the wall, plug it into the extension cord. The camera kicks on, starts doing the same thing. The camera just starts like spinning. I'm like, there's no way that his camera has the exact same issue the second I get a hold of it.
Did you break my camera?
Just shut up and let me tell the story. So I'm like, so in my mind, I'm like, there's no freaking possible way that this thing's doing the exact same thing. So I'm like, all right, let me grab his charging cord for the camera and try a different cord. Second I plug his cord in, immediately the camera starts working, everything's functioning fine. So I'm thinking there might be like a shorted wire or something, like a little copper wire got bent or something in my charging cord, which is going to save me a lot of money because I was about to buy another camera.
So the camera is fine. The remote viewing device.
Viewing device is fine.
It's just the cord that plugs from the
I
camera
think-
into the wall.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm going to mess with it tomorrow and see if that was what the issue. Like I'm going to use his cord, but with my camera and see if everything functions properly, and then I'll just buy another charging cord.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I'm
That'd be
thinking
nice.
that might be what the issue was, because once I used his cord, it immediately was working fine. I could control everything. Like camera didn't.
And it
lose
was the same
connection.
camera, the optic. What is
No,
it called?
Yeah, the
The
Eufy Space View or something like that is what
Oh,
it's
it's
called.
different.
Looks like a giant ball. Yeah, it's not
It's
the
different.
Infinite Optics
Okay.
one.
Yeah, it's not the Infinite Optics.
It's my
We-
travel.
See the
my travel camera.
the youngins these days wouldn't know us because it's all AirPods now, but it's the same problem we used to have back in the day with the corded headphones and charge. You know, you go and you wrap
You
them
roll
up
'em up
around
too
your
much.
hand, you put them in your pocket, and do
Yeah.
whatever. All of a sudden, you got loose cords.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is maybe when we made our trip up to Fernandina, when I packed everything up, I might have rolled the cord too tightly or something and like bent something that it just always thinks that the camera doesn't have a connection.
Yeah,
Like, there's
Chucky
no like
would know
power
nothing
connection.
about this.
Yeah.
Oh, Chucky has no
Oh, hey,
idea.
shout out Chuck.
Shout out Chuck though.
You want to hear something funny about AirPods? Me and some teacher friends, we came up with this invention because the new thing in school is, right, all the kids have long hair and all the kids wear their AirPods and they have their hair covering their ear and like you're not allowed to wear. So like all the time I'm like telling kids like take your AirPod out, take your AirPod out, take your AirPod out. Well, we came up with this other thing, like it's called earpods. We call them earpods. And they're AirPods that look like real ears. And you wear them on your ears. And then when teacher's like, do you have AirPods in? You could like pull your hair back and it looks just like ears. Wouldn't that be a good idea? A way to like
stupid.
sneak
So you're saying that you would create this company that sells a device as a teacher, create a company that sells a device that tricks teachers. It's like that's like when the CIA smuggles drugs into the country.
I mean, if it makes me a lot of money, yeah, I'd do it.
That's
Interesting.
true. Yeah. I mean, if it made me a lot of money, I wouldn't care.
It's interesting. Well, capitalism.
Hey, it's the world
That's
we live
right.
in.
All right.
But yeah, other than that, we are dealing with some gnarly diaper rash with one of the girls. It has not been fun. It's on Blake, and Blake like never cries, whines, really nothing, and she is in pain with this. It's pretty gnarly. We actually have our 9-month checkup appointment tomorrow morning, so we're gonna ask him some questions about that, and then we actually have a eye doctor appointment for Riley next week as well.
Are you going so much Desitin? It's like you're icing the biggest cake of all time.
Dude, it's unreal. So like what we were doing was like, because we've always just used Aquaphor and like kind of like to try and prevent it. Well, what happened is like since they're sleeping through the night now, like for the last 2 months or so, they've been sleeping through the night pretty well. Well, we're also introducing a lot of new foods and things like that.
Yeah.
Well, I think her stomach got a little upset. So like in the middle of the night, like she's literally like taking a shit, but sleeping right through it. And it's just like sitting there all night. Like I went and picked her up this morning. I was just like, oh my God, like how long? And I felt so friggin' terrible.
Yeah.
But like, how am I supposed to know kind of, you know what I mean?
Can't-
Yeah.
can't.
Like I had no idea until like 6:30 this morning. She starts screaming. I'm like, what's
Yeah.
going on? Like I go get her and I lift her up and it was just like, I could see it all over. So like it went through her diaper, it went through her pajamas, and it went through her sleep suit.
my
And it was
gosh.
on the bed.
Nice.
Yeah. So it was like,
So Aquaphor, is that like a dick for?
what's a dick for? Love that.
Dude, you're on
You're on
fire
fire
today.
right now, dude.
You are on fire.
So what do you got?
What you got, Heinz?
Michigan State.
Well, yeah, I
Sparty.
wore this just in case we were streaming or something because I figured we were gonna be.
Oh,
playing
NCAA football.
Yeah.
There we go. It's a party now, boys.
Now he's awake.
Pissed. I'm pissed that I'm even doing this.
He wonders why he's not losing weight on insanity.
And it's a big boy.
Big Daddy.
Keep
Yeah.
going.
So I got a few. One, again, this is the second time. It's like the further I go along, it's like every step of the way, I'm just taking back some shit that I talked about abs. We bought a
Good, you
second.
talk shit about me?
Yeah. We bought a second stroller.
Oh man.
Yeah, we bought a second stroller.
Interesting.
Yeah. You'd be crackling over there.
Who's
I don't know what-
crackling? Is that you?
I don't. I mean, everybody always blames it on me, but I don't know.
Everybody, check your
Unplug your
connects,
microphone and see if it stops. Yeah, it's you.
Yeah, it's you.
dude. Yeah, dude.
You're on fire, dude.
Dude, killer dropping.
You're
I
on
know.
fire, bro.
Podcast revolves around me. It's cool.
Yeah, so we bought a really like off-brand, but the whole reason we did it, we love the Uppa Baby, or the Vista, whatever. But we wanted a really lightweight one, so we got like this really light like go stroller for like out at like if we were to go to the zoo or anything like that. So yeah, we bought a second stroller. So I take that back. Talking shit about Abs having 14 strollers.
We're about to buy a side-by-side stroller. Like a little...
Yeah.
I didn't
you're getting
know
ready-
you guys were all made of money.
No,
Can't
All right,
can't
so
hide money.
I've only purchased one. Can we like?
That's
so
fair.
We
of
get
the
it.
three
yeah,
I
I didn't
own-
purchase
purchase
anything.
mine.
We just bought a car seat so Megan can take Ivy on the plane. So now we have
Wait, didn't they give you a car seat? At the
that
airport,
car
though?
seat
You don't fit in
was
that one anymore?
in Canada.
Oh, you left it, but didn't you have to bring it? Oh,
Do the
no.
math in your head, man.
Oh no, I thought you needed it on the plane. You just needed
No,
it for
not
the
last
car
time.
after the plane.
Now we're gonna bring a car seat so that we can travel on the plane, and then when you get there, have a car seat so that when you get there, you don't need to worry about it. Some people will just check a car seat. Well, she's gonna like take it with her, so she's gonna have, instead of a stroller, a device that you put the car seat in and then push that like it's a stroller. But that means that we now have 4 car seats in Jacksonville
For one baby.
for one.
for
child.
one baby. So
We got 3.
That's hilarious.
We got one. No, we got 4. I got one for my car, one for Tiff's. Tiff's mom has one, and then one for Miss Paula.
I have 2 car seats. I have 2 children.
right.
Sick.
That's lean. That's lean.
Yeah.
I like that. That's nice.
But yeah, so we bought the second stroller. Also because Miss Paula is a little older lady, and the upper baby is pretty heavy. So with the baby in it, and like
She's a little
I
older,
don't-
like
I don't
she's
think
too,
it's-
like she's very small. you said?
She is pretty small. She's
Okay.
probably like 110 pounds soaking wet.
Dude,
Okay.
if you think
Same.
Did you just neck and grandma your neighbor?
that's weird,
She doesn't listen.
That's weird,
Oh.
dude. That's
if
weird.
if you think that the upper baby is heavy, don't get a Wonderfold wagon. That's the only thing that I don't like about that wagon. That bitch is heavy. I mean, and
Yeah.
it's
Good enough.
like it's like 50 pounds. Like it's heavy.
We're like looking at potentially getting like a side-by-side stroller kind of thing. And we're debating on we're doing the zoo for the first time. What is it? Saturday, I think is what
Love
we're
the
so
zoo.
we're doing the zoo for the first time Saturday, but we don't have an alternative stroller. So like we're just going to take the upper baby, but we want to see like, hey, is it going to be more beneficial to get a wagon or to try and get a side-by-side stroller kind of thing? So the only problem with like side-by-side strollers is they don't fit through doors.
Dude, wagon. You're gonna see his.
I'll put
you're gonna put the girls in his because you can have 3 in there, right? I mean, you can have 3.
2. It's only got 2 seats.
You're gonna.
I'll
want a
bring
wagon.
the second seat. We'll put one of the girls in. Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna want a wagon.
Yeah. So we might go that route.
But dude, that wagon with one kid in it, it's heavy.
Yeah,
Put a second kid in there.
that's what's scary about taking that thing to like a theme park.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of that would be nerve wracking. I don't know if I mean, could you take it like. Could you do like an airport trip with that? And like then it's like a playpen.
You'd probably have to check. It's probably too heavy. You'd probably have to check it.
Well, you gate check all your strollers, right?
No, I've had on multiple occasions, like Janie has gone to check her suitcase at the airport. This happened to us together once, and it happened to her by herself one time. That she takes her suitcase to go check it at the little table in the beginning of the airport, and the person behind the counter. Now maybe this is just like an American Airlines thing or whatever. The lady's like, "Hey, I need to weigh your stroller, because if your stroller weighs more than 20 pounds, you have to check it you have to check it here. You can't roll it through." And then like, I think it's just kind of like they don't want to check a bunch of strollers at the gate, and it kind of protects the workers of like have to lift all this stuff. But if you walk by the counter and check your bag, they'll say something about your stroller.
Interesting.
But if you just walk in like acting like you know exactly what you're doing, you walk right through, you're not checking any bags or anything, then like
That's
I've never had
interesting.
issues.
I've
Good dad
never-
advice.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
actually is a great piece of advice because
Yeah.
when we traveled internationally, they never asked us once about how heavy our stroller was. They just, I mean, it was also just a regular stroller. It was like the
Yeah.
Upper Baby Vista.
Yeah, so like when we traveled with the upper baby, we had to check it because it was more than 20 pounds. When Janie,
You had to check the Upper Baby?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was a bitch because I had to like take it apart, put it in the little travel bag because I was gonna do that at the gate, when I had time. But it was and like people behind us, and I was like, I was freaking out. It was awful. But then Janie flew with the Bob stroller, and it was less than 20 pounds, and she didn't have to check it.
Well,
Damn.
there you go.
But that's only if
Yeah.
you're like. But that's only if you like go to the gate and you're like checking another bag, and they see you have a stroller. So like when we go together now, I keep I go check the bags, and Janie stand somewhere else with the stroller, or I keep the stroller and Janie goes checks the bathroom.
I think they just wanted to fuck with you. I don't think they was
Probably.
real.
If it's happened twice, like
You, yeah.
fuck me once, shame on you. Fuck me twice, shame on you.
Buy me dinner.
Right.
and spit on that thing.
Exactly.
There you go.
All right, good. But yeah, I got a few more.
All right, good. And moving on.
So besides that, big thing, he has officially rolled himself twice
Hey.
Nice.
from belly to back. It does take like 10 minutes, but he figured it out. He's done it twice now. Once with just me, and then once when Tiff was home. So
now you can't swaddle him anymore when he goes to bed.
we don't. We got his arms out. We've had
okay.
his arms out because he's been close for a long time. But he finally figured out how to get his arm under him instead of like spread eagling when he goes to flip himself.
I think you can still swaddle him when it's belly to back. You can't swaddle him when it's back to belly.
Yeah, he hasn't figured out back.
Yeah. Get it right, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. As soon as
We're
Kennedy rolled one,
we're supposed to be experts.
Yeah, dickhead.
yeah, whatever.
Have you seen that clip where the guy, like the dickhead clip or no?
No.
Sorry, I needed like somebody to know the clip.
Never seen it.
Is this like a porn thing?
What? He said
It's a porn thing.
no, it's like an Australian. And he goes, he's like asked for one piece of advice, and he's like, spend less time with dickheads, but it sounds like he's saying spend less time with your kids. And the people are like,
because
I
the
think I
accent.
have seen this.
What's the difference?
and the people nice. And the people are like,
You're terrible at that.
these sound effects.
If you're interested in being our producer and soundboard operator, please send us an email.
I would love that if someone would pay us.
Yeah. If somebody would
What?
pay us.
No. Wait. You think somebody's going to pay us to come work for us?
Yeah.
I don't think that's how.
I think you know how
Not
it
sure.
works.
Not sure that's how it
I
works.
think you understand business.
I'm trying to run a business.
That's true. If you want to pay us to work for us, let me know.
Oh my God, please. Yes.
It'd be great.
We accept.
You're hired.
You're
Child-
hired.
Child labor is not out of the question.
We need video editors. We need social media managers. We need a producer of the episodes. We need a new co-host.
Ooh, daddy likes.
We definitely need a new
All right. For real though. What else? He's holding his head up. He's doing all the things. So we have started to consider food. We bought some of the baby oatmeal cereal and rice cereal. Haven't given it to him yet, but we're looking to start it because we also that goes into my last one. We think it might help him because we have officially hit the 5-month hell of a sleep regression. Like bad. Last night he woke up about every 45 minutes.
I don't know why you pointed at me when you were saying that.
I was just doing things with my hands.
Sleep,
Okay.
sleep regression. That's you.
Yeah, like
you
what?
don't. I know you don't sleep. That's why you're yawning every 10 minutes.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been rough. Like last night was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I actually brought a blanket and a pillow in there and slept on the floor. So I was like begging for about an hour.
Yeah.
And then there was one phase of the night where he slept for like 2 hours straight,
Yeah.
which was amazing.
So now
But-
you can just like break the routine.
Yeah.
Now that you're not going to get any sleep anyway, just do reckless stuff. I'm going to give another update. Went to a Jacksonville Sharks arena football game.
Oh yeah.
Ivy's first football game.
Sick.
And
Was
he
not
made
a
it.
Dolphins
He
game.
made it through the whole first half without leaving the seat area. Now we used a little bit of Miss Rachel. We used a little bit of some headphones on, but he was legitimately watching arena football, and he
Sick.
stayed up until
Hell yeah.
9:00
Sick.
at an arena football game. And then like when we drove home, didn't sleep on the way home, stayed up, didn't scream, just hung out while we drove home. Was in a great mood. Was
Wow.
like, hey, we're watching football. This is great. This is fun.
Nice.
It was like a night where it was like raining so hard, and I was like worried that he was going to be screaming. Chill, get home, put him to bed. No screaming that night. He was ready to go, but we got home at like 10:00.
Yeah.
But he's ready to go to bed.
Nice.
First football game.
He's just a bro.
This kid will
Bro.
put on. We had a Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift Halloween outfit. So I still have the Kansas City Chiefs helmet that Megan bought for her costume. He puts that thing on like every day now.
Wait, why would Taylor Swift wear Travis Kelce helmet?
Gender bender.
Wait. No, she was Travis Kelce.
Wait, what? You were Taylor Swift and she was Travis Kelce?
Yeah, check out our Instagram. if you want to see.
Oh, that's funny.
That,
No,
my,
that's on the Only Dads page.
That's Jaime's gender reveal
yeah.
was where we wore that to.
I
I know,
FaceTime.
I was out of town.
I FaceTime Trey just so I could see because we had just had the girls. I FaceTime Trey, knowing that like they were doing a Taylor Swift Travis Kelce thing. When he answered the phone, he had like full lipstick on,
That's
bro.
mad
Like
funny.
I screenshot it. That's like his caller ID photo on my phone.
So
now.
great.
For those that are just starting to listen to our Shit Show of a podcast, for my gender reveal, it was around Halloween, so we did a costume party gender reveal.
Right. We didn't just show up to the gender reveals Taylor. Hey, I'm here. I'm Taylor
That'd be
Swift. What's
even
party?
better. That would be even better.
Yeah, that'd have been way funnier.
So it was. Yeah, it was.
What,
it
so,
was,
so this is not a costume party?
It's like March
it was
Taylor
Megan
Swift.
was
celebrating
Megan,
the Super Bowl, dude.
Megan was Kelce. I was Taylor Swift, and Ivy was a football. That's how we went.
That's funny.
Yeah, I don't know where I was. Oh, the helmet. So he puts on the kid size, Kansas City Chiefs helmet, and just like we'll go football, and he'll scream. He'll be like football with his Kansas City Chiefs helmet on, and then I'll be like tackle mom, and he'll like run over and like tackle mom. I'm like, hey, this kid,
He gets it.
He's a linebacker.
could be a linebacker. Maybe play at FAU. Let's go.
Sick.
Heyo.
Nice.
Sorry, I interrupted you. I apologize.
I think that was pretty much it. I do think that one of the reasons we're in the regression, I think he's starting. We don't see anything, but I think the teeth are starting to come in.
Yeah.
Yeah, the teeth are when they hit like a big regression.
Because he's starting to do all the signs like the extra slobbery and chewing literally. I mean, he already chewed everything, but now it's like if anything gets in his grasp, it's going straight in his mouth. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and he's just chewing everything to shit. So yeah, that's something that we're gonna have to deal with. I think Tiff was gonna give him some Tylenol tonight to see, because he's still only 5 months. So we were like sketchy about the Motrin because you're really not supposed to start that till 6 months. Medical dad advice. The reason why you're not supposed to do Motrin till 6 months is because it's eliminated by your kidneys, and your kidneys are not fully developed until 6 months.
You know what else was eliminated by the kidneys? Bud Light. So what up, Motrin?
My kid had knees when he was born.
Why is the legal drinking age 21 when your kidneys start working at 6 months? Give them beer now. Who cares?
I think
That was bad dad advice.
Okay.
Oh, kids, get out. This got dark.
I think,
About canceled.
Also, I think you're mistaking the liver and the kidneys.
Yeah.
Oh, kidneys don't do that?
Oh, you know what? I actually do have another update.
Hey, let's go.
So my girls have started to both clap their hands, like kind of like on command. So like, you can tell them like, "Hey, clap," and they'll like both like look at you and they just like smile and they just start doing like clapping their hands, which is kind of cool. They finally realize that like they can do it and it makes a noise.
Nice.
And they do a lot of like kind of like call and response stuff. So like with Riley, you can look at her and go like, "No, no, no," and she'll go like just kind of shake her head back and forth
That's
at you.
cool.
It's kind of cool.
So is that it for everybody's updates and everything?
That's it.
Nothing
That's
else?
it.
All right.
That's
The
all I
only
got,
other
I
thing
think.
that I had for today is I want to know if you guys, if anybody else but me has noticed this. I've noticed recently that all of my I've got some dad mannerisms kicking in, like the things that
Get
really,
off my lawn.
yeah. Besides that,
Oh, man.
No,
I'm like that.
the big one, the I got two that I've noticed. Like I've literally sat down and then I've caught myself and I've been like, that's just being stupid dad. One, I call it the tight lip nod. It's when you're coming across somebody in the hallway, you just go.
I thought he meant like shaking yes and going like,
Right. Like
No,
me and
instead,
Roman,
no,
like-
instead of saying like hello to somebody, you just kind of purse your lips up and just do that downward nod, just like.
the tight lip nod that you're describing is like what I do when like a waiter's like, "Do you want Parmesan cheese?" And I say,
yeah.
Yeah.
you're like pondering like
yeah.
I do the
Then I go,
"Meow."
that's enough.
I do
Yeah,
the
it's like,
tight. I do
that's
the
a good
tight
idea.
lip. I do the tight lip nod a lot when, like, at camp this summer. Kids come up to me and they're like, it's like every 30 seconds a kid comes up. It's like, "Can I go to the bathroom? Can I go to the bathroom?" And I'm just,
You know what? I love working from home now because all of the in-office lip nod opportunities. Or who am I going to lip nod? My dog? Like I'm not lip nodding anybody.
Yeah, you're not, and you're definitely not doing it on Zoom, right?
Right,
Like
you're not somebody pops into a Zoom real quick and you just give them a.
All right, we're out of here.
You know what I mean? With the head nod thing, it's so crazy. Have you ever noticed, like, when you do the head nod to like somebody that you know, it's like head up.
Yeah,
But like when it's someone you don't know, it's head down. Is there like some like
It's like a respect.
is there
thing.
like some no? I think there's like some weird internal thing of like the vulnerability of that neck. Right? I don't reveal
that neck.
worried about somebody going for the jugular, dude.
I'm not revealing my. I'll be respectful to a stranger. I'll give you the head nod, but I'm not revealing the jugular to somebody that I don't know.
I don't think I have done the up head nod in like 10 years.
That's such like a college, high
Like what?
school
I
thing.
just go.
If anything, I just give him like, hey.
Oh, dude,
like, I'm not.
I
I
give
mean,
the
up.
up. I give the up.
I give him
nod.
the
So.
German 3.
What?
The German 3.
That's the German 3.
I didn't know.
Is that like when
That's what
Dirk
Corey Bass used to always call it.
when
German
Dirk
3.
makes a 3. That's like that's from Inglourious Bastards, right? Trey Glaza.
Yeah.
Right? There you go. The German 3. Yeah.
I never seen
The other one that I've noticed, whenever I noticed that I was looking in under the hood of someone's car, and I was just looking.
What?
Yep. Needs an oil change.
Wait.
The guy comes out of Publix. What the fuck are you doing?
Wait, what were you stealing somebody's carburetors? What the fuck?
No, it was somebody that I know that had the hood of their car.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing? Jaime hikes up his pants and goes,
Hello.
Jaime hikes up his pants and gives a little hello.
You're gonna need some
Gives
brake.
a,
Need some brake fluid there.
Hey,
What are you doing?
Because, hey, pal, you need a little bit of blinker fluid in here, I think. You're looking a little low.
No, it was somebody.
Fucking crying, dude.
It was somebody that I knew. I was already looking, but it was
For
one of
what?
those things.
Wait, hold on, wait. Was he looking and you just walked up silently behind him over his shoulder and then go, what you looking at here, bub? What you got going on
The
there?
other thing too is like
It wasn't a weird thing.
you like continue with your story because I want to hear what you're about to say.
Yeah, let's see.
It was. I don't know anything about cars, but
Well, that's what I was about to say.
this is the thing.
What the fuck are you looking? That's like that's like me looking in the hood of a car. It's like, what am I looking for?
This is the thing.
Yeah, let's hear
This is the thing. This is the dad mannerism. Is looking intently at things that you know that you have no idea you know anything about. Like I was like looking at this thing like, oh yeah.
Were you telling yourself in your mind, I know nothing? Or were you actually
Yes.
trying to figure something
Well,
out?
I caught it. There was like the first like 5 seconds. I was like, that looks. I don't fucking.
I can
know.
figure this out if I look at it. And then you look at it and you go, what the fuck am I doing?
What am I looking
I don't know what
at?
the fuck a carburetor is. These guys said carburetor. They don't even put carburetors in cars for 20 years.
Guy pops his engine. Car was like, "Yep,
Yep.
got an engine."
They don't put carburetors in cars anymore.
No.
Dude, the guy at the garage has been scamming me for years. I've been replacing my carburetor every 6 months.
Wait, how the hell's a car go if you don't have a carburetor?
Right.
Yeah, it's always the alternator. That's the thing that always goes.
Oh Jesus!
You just always go, I think it's the alternator. And then they'll go, well, I don't know what an alternator is. It must be the alternator.
Cardboard makes me think of that old guy. Ain't got no gas in it.
That's funny.
have no
So,
idea what you're
are
talking
there
about.
any dad mannerisms that you found yourself? I have been doing dad
Yes.
mannerisms for 20 years.
I
so-
really want a pair of New Balances
Hell yeah.
and
That's true.
jorts to do my yard work.
I do have an urge to do yard work slightly, but I scratch the itch every once in a while for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I'm like, I'm done. I don't need to do any more of that.
No,
That's
but
good.
Robo specifically wants to do it in jorts and New
In
Balances.
jorts and New Balances
with calf high white socks.
calf high white socks. I want to go full dad outfit with like a tucked in white T-shirt.
Hell, and a fanny pack.
I just
Not to do yard work.
I just
But maybe to go
remembered.
to the bars.
That's
I just remembered that I had a dream the other night about bike coaching shorts for some reason.
this is the second time that bike coaching shorts
don't know.
have
I
entered
don't know
this
why.
And
conversation.
like it was like a fantasy dream. Was it?
No,
You can find them
no,
again.
You sicko.
They're back online.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I think that maybe I saw an ad for something and like then I dreamt about
I
it.
got an
and
Instagram.
Oh my god.
I think I saw an ad for
Bike
bike.
coaches shorts are back.
If you guys want to see us do an Only Dads episode in bike coaching shorts,
I got those yellow
Like,
ones.
follow,
They're
and
not
comment.
bike. Back to those dad mannerisms. you talk about the get out of my yard kids, and I try not to be that guy. Like, let the kids play, but you guys have all seen my yard. I have like a really like long, skinny backyard in between two ponds. Even like when people go back there, because like people don't realize like that's my yard, but people go back there and like whatever. If you're fishing out there or you're doing whatever, like I don't care. The other day, I say the other day, this was probably over a month ago, but there were two kids in my backyard. I can't even make this up. Fucking metal detecting in my backyard, and like the dog's going nuts. There's two kids back there with a beep beep beep.
Don't you have a fence?
He were the one that chose not to fence that.
I have the little fenced in area. I didn't fence the whole thing in because like
you weren't expecting kids to have metal detectors.
Well, I didn't think. I was like,
well, now you've made it even more like okay because now there's a fence that tells them don't go there. They're outside of the fence now. It's like an open field day.
Yeah,
it's on you.
It was just those kids. But I go out there. I'm like, hey, look, you guys, like, you can't be digging holes in my like. They have like a fucking shovel. Like,
well, what you should have said is split it with me 50-50.
There's nothing back there.
Trust me. There's
Have you
something
ever taken
back
a metal
there.
detector back there?
No, I wanted.
Okay, so how do you know?
I wanted to pick up metal detecting as a hobby. That was going to be my hobby.
Doesn't have enough gadgets. He's a metal
I wasn't
detector.
gonna work in the summers. And instead I was gonna go to the beach every day and just walk. And I thought it was like gonna be good health, an opportunity to find a fortune. Like,
there's no way that you would do a metal detecting more than one time.
Find some pirate's booty.
You would do it
way.
one time for 2 hours and be like, that was
No
miserable. I found nothing. I'm done.
I don't.
You literally said, I don't want to do anything unless it's guaranteed. That's the opposite of guaranteed. You're literally just walking for no reason.
No, but like it's just like I think we like get out and walk because that's good.
You don't like exercise.
I've been doing Insanity for like 50 days now.
As soon as you're done, are you gonna do it again and do more?
No, but I'll do something else.
Actual exercise?
Yeah,
he's gonna be a gym teacher.
I'll probably
bro.
I'll probably get back on the Peloton. I pay $50 a month for it. I haven't ridden it. I haven't ridden it since I paid it off.
Hashtag debt free.
Yeah.
I don't got no payments on it though.
Speaking of this metal detecting, I've been seeing I don't know if you guys have seen these. I've seen so many videos of magnet fishing.
Oh yeah, I do see that a lot.
of that.
Oh my god.
Where they get like bombs, like guns.
Crazy shit.
Like
Yeah.
fucking grenades and shit.
Yes, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's a cool algorithm. Speaking of Al Gore and his rhythms, what have been showing up on mine lately is Sean T. Sean T.
Because you've been talking about Insanity.
Because I've been doing so much Insanity and talking about it. Sean T. shows up. He looks nothing like he looks in Insanity. In Insanity, he's like thick and like jacked. In his videos now, he is like 0% body fat, like skinny.
Yeah.
Still shredded up.
Yeah.
But he's not like, I mean, he still works out obviously, but he's like a bodybuilder, like competition, like pose guy now. So he's like, super shredded.
He did those Insanity videos in like what 2008.
I think I just threw my back out.
That's a dad mannerism. If I ever heard one.
That's my dad mannerism.
Yeah.
Throw your back out.
Adjusting on the couch, throwing out your back.
Follow it out with the after the podcast.
That is a good. That's a killer dad mannerism though. Like you sit down in chairs and you're like, man, the lumbar on this.
No,
thing.
the best dad mannerism, which again I've been doing for a while. I can't claim that it's only since I've been a dad. Is the loudest possible sneeze. I sneeze. I try to sneeze louder every time I sneeze. It's like a competition with myself. Have you ever seen like the dad sneeze? It's just the loudest noise you've ever heard in your whole life. That's how I sneeze now.
I've been getting my girls with the hey, and they don't know what I'm saying, but I'm like, hey, pull my finger.
Nice.
Started early.
Yeah, because I stick the finger out and they immediately grab for it every time. There it is.
You'd imagine me as a guy that does a lot of like, does a lot of farting. I don't do a lot of that. I'm not like a big fart humor. And like growing up, I was a big fart humor guy. I like fart humor.
Yeah, Frank the Tank's a
fart guy.
He's a fart guy.
He's a fart guy, no doubt about it. And Ivy, and Ivy
Bro,
finds
your dad loves farts.
Ivy finds farts hilarious too. I think it's like a receding hairline. I think it skips a generation. I think the fart humor is like like it's not me. It's like Peepaw and Ivy. They're the ones.
So are you like offset? So it's like you're either gonna like farts or go bald.
You like farts or go bald.
Right. Ivy's going to be a bald farter. Correct. If that's where you're going. Yeah.
I thought it was going to skip. I thought they were offsetting generations.
So you're saying I'm going bald. I don't know if
I think you missed the point.
I think you missed the point.
Ain't got no gas in it.
All right. Have we wasted enough time? Have we wasted enough people's
We're
time?
having
Or
a
what?
good time. All right, so yeah, we can call it there. We can have a nice, actually buttoned up episode this time. Keep it under an hour. But
Save that
before we
$7.
go, we made it.
What does that even mean?
We made it.
Is this
So
episode 50?
this is episode 41.
Oh.
We did not make it,
Sorry.
but but
What did wait, what?
He said we didn't make it. We made it.
no.
Episode
made
41. We didn't quite make it.
Well, Robos, if that's your definition of made it, then we did not make it.
Episode 41. We didn't make it. That's like George Bush when he did the mission accomplished sign. That's us. Mission accomplished. 41.
No, we
Bush 41. Mission accomplished.
we made it because the next episode we're filming will be our 1 year anniversary.
The name of this episode is Mission Accomplished, by the way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, at
Should
the
be
next
Frank the Tank
episode
Fart
will
Guy.
be the next episode will be releasing on our 1 year anniversary of releasing any episodes.
So this is the 1 year?
No, next episode,
So why did you say we made it this episode?
because we're obviously doing the next
We
episode.
What the fuck are you doing?
What are you
It's
talking
41.
about, dude?
Bro.
It's not a milestone.
What are you talking
It's
about?
episode 41. It's not the 1 year episode.
We've made
Well, no.
nothing.
The reason we made it is because the anniversary episode will not be us, because it's going to be That's right. For the people that are just listening, next episode, anger management.
I fucking love that intro. I'm
That
watching
was
it.
long, way longer than I remember.
Yeah.
The intro?
Yeah.
That's the intro for the Anger Momager
Yeah.
episode. We've been teasing it for a year.
Yeah, and it's finally happening.
And
Our wives are going to be on here. We'll probably have one of us on here just to kind of direct the conversation, but
Nope.
it's just going to be wives talking shit about yours truly.
Wait a minute. You think one of us gonna be like sitting on the couch in between all the wives, like, hey, what do you guys think about that? Like,
You
you're
got to
gonna,
ask
like,
them the questions.
We'll probably just write them on a sticky note and let them run
No,
it.
Cardwell's going to sit behind this couch and run the
Direct it.
iPad.
Direct it.
Someone just got to watch my kid.
We need someone to run the iPad.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to run the iPad.
Got a point.
I think we should let our wives do it, and so just to show them like that we don't just sit here and drink beer. We actually are running a full.
That's true. I have to teach Megan or somebody because that thing's not easy to.
No, obviously.
I
You think Tiff could do it?
He
no.
can't do it.
No.
It's like looking for a thing.
nice.
Oh man! All right, we made it.
don't
We
think
We made it.
we made it.
We
everybody.
made it.
We made it. We made
So
it.
yeah, so we're gonna film that. We're gonna film that next week. I've been asking Janie. Janie still says no. She's not. She doesn't want to do it. She doesn't want to be on it. She doesn't support me.
So if
I told
My,
Janie. I said Janie. I swear to God, if you don't do this for me, I'm gonna dress up like you and take your place and answer all the questions as if I were you.
I hope that
That
happens.
would be
be
so
And so
So
now I
funny.
hope that I kind of hope that happens instead.
Yeah.
That'd be so funny.
Dude.
Yeah, my mom and grandma will be in town that weekend. So I told Emily, I said, hey, you're going to have to get out of here for like 2 hours and go record the podcast.
Yeah.
And she goes, oh, is that like happening? I'm like, yeah. She goes, all right, yeah, I'll leave for 2 hours.
Yeah. Anyways, so that's coming up. So be ready for it. Oh, Abs. We got cut off last time. How much money did you end up winning on those scratch offs?
I don't remember.